At last. Got it?
All right.
Things will be fine.
Yep.
Here we go. So, Will needs to be outfitted for solo combat. But the others are gonna have a rougher time. Oh, there's a few Mustari here.
Sharp soldiers all. They carry themselves with more poise than Martyr's guards.
Especially not now that the Bardens make that place go downhill.
They comprised the most elite unit of the military until Luis's secession. Now they are his private guard.
So he got, like, the whole elite of the military to side with him, even though he killed the king, huh?
I don't see Luis. Those brothers, all that songstress. But this many people here means the runner's got to be all but empty.
Yeah, everyone's here except the 3 named characters who are likely the strongest members of his army. Yeah, that's not worrying at all.
Shh, they're here.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of them, they shall arrive. I'm not gonna call these 2 devils. They're amazing.
Glad you made it. Could stand to loosen up a little, though. What's got you lot so wound up?
Oh, even he can sense we're nervous. This plan might not be the best idea we've had. Also, we didn't really have any chance to buy, like, formal clothing. I mean, our outfits are already fairly formal, except maybe Will's.
Well, you have to admit, the assembled company is more than a little intimidating.
You'll get used to that. You'll have to if you want to survive. Hey, pups.
Oh, we may have already knocked a few heads together to make a name for ourselves around these soldiers, if you know what I mean.
Oh. Where's that Ishkia man? The lanky old chap with the glasses.
Wait, it's him they notice is missing? Well, our plan is falling apart because of Neuros.
He's elsewhere. Is that a problem? What? Don't feel safe leaving your gauntlet runner empty? As you like, I suppose.
Well, if we leave it empty, anyone could just walk in there on Idle's Day and get luck boosts from our magic toilet of ultimate luck.
I don't see that songstress, Juna. Is she not coming?
Ah, she's under the weather. Poor girl went and lost her voice. Not many others could refuse an invitation from Lord Luis and live to tell it.
Yeah, if you chose that option in the earlier scene with Luis, you find out why he, like, trusts her so much. She, like, offered up her life to him to join his cause.
You're looking forward to having another chat with her, eh? What a shame. Zell got a bit droopy about missing her, too.
God's sake, Baz, belt up.
There he is! I'm glad you could make it.
Wow, just approaching us out of the blue.
Thank you for inviting us.
Please, enjoy yourselves. As new comrades in arms, I expect you to.
Like, what I mean by that is the fact that he's addressed Will first out of anybody else here. That really shows that he's made a name for himself.
Now, while the drinks in their cups have yet to reach their heads, let's get the formality of introductions out of the way. Friends, today we welcome a most emboldening addition to our ranks. Doubtless you've heard of the young candidate who brought great shame to Sanctifex Forden. Before you stands the young man himself. Indeed, I was much surprised to learn he brought that sanctuary forward with the intent of winning my regard. Commendably bold. Now, let us greet our new allies with warmth and pride. If my sword will be of use, you have it.
It's your life on the line now, boy.
Don't go losing it too quick now.
Follow me, and I will guide this land to salvation.
The false prophet Forden would doom us all. Glory to Count Luis!
Hanging the Sanctuaress wasn't enough, eh?
Their hatred for the church runs deep. They show promise.
Dash it all, boy. That was close.
The rest of the night is yours to drink in. Enjoy the party.
Go. We'll take care of the rest.
Hey, new boy. Slow down. Wouldn't be wise to snub a ranking officer now, would it?
This guy would notice us. He's like that guy who's just left alone while everyone else is partying, which I don't mean that insultingly because I was that person in most parties.
Well, look who it is. The only blowhard who showed up to the competition with a head smaller than his own.
Oh, if I didn't already like Heisme, I like him even more now.
You little red-eye! You want to say that again?
Yes. Heisme has picked a fight with this guy that he's surely gonna lose. Because...
Right.
3 more spots. 3 more spots! But yeah, because he's Glodell and he loses every single war of words. And war of not words. He loses all the time. Because he's Glodell. Ah, the Karatrias theme again! This is the last time we'll be hearing it, but still. Oh, I love the Karatrias music.
Look.
We have no choice. You'll have to bust out the Elden Elbow of Doom again!
Stop!
Yes.
Oh. I was about to say I'm surprised those people haven't been demoted for losing to us, but nobody knows they lost to us. They wouldn't tell anybody they lost to recruits. And that's how I've kept our cover.
Yeah.
Well, that was awfully convenient.
No way.
Oh no.
Good.
The bane of every infiltration plan. Changing their passwords! And this is why you always change your passwords. Luis is just slouching like that.
Now we just keep up the charade as long as we can.
Might I have a moment, please?
Strong, if I recall. I've heard you're a titled noble. Yet you stand behind a commoner candidate.
I stand with a candidate who's proven he has power and potential. Besides, I'm a noble in lineage alone. My house no longer stands.
Where are you from?
Have you heard of a village called Harlia?
Oh, he's going for it.
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human menace.
Only because help never came. They requested reinforcements, but the army wouldn't spare a single soldier. Are the rumors true that was by your decision?
That is true.
But why?
To save this country.
Stroll.
Stroll might be blowing this whole operation for us. I mean, to be fair, if I was in his situation, I probably wouldn't be able to control myself either.
The Fool King and the fossils of the Sanctus Church refused to face the threat looming over this country. An adequately dramatic demonstration was required. They say you could see Harlia burning as far as the palace battlements. Confronted with that balefire, those old men could no longer deny the human threat.
Your balefire cost hundreds of innocent lives.
Do I offend you? Are you repulsed? Surely it helps you realize that you can protect nothing without power. The natural blessings you enjoyed are not infinite. Few have the luxury of living with no need to struggle and harm just to survive. But our nation would have you believe such hardship is born of moral weakness. So the punished are punished further. They die in silence like livestock. Their reality denied. It defies reason. All people deserve the chance to fight for their lives with their lives. Some will fall, some will triumph, and therein is true equality forged, however cruel.
Luis sounds a lot more emotional than he usually does here. Like, I can tell there's some we're getting at something here with him, but at the same time, this just doesn't make sense because the people in that village, they didn't get the chance to fight for their lives. They were just dead. Without anybody to help the village or without anybody to warn them about the human, like, just... That's not a comparison. That is in no way related to this argument you're making about strength and about people having the right to fight and survive, because you didn't give them that chance.
I am not one to stand idly by as history is wrought. All their sacrifices, and yours, shall not be in vain.
Oh, yeah, and then this again, the whole, I'll make sure it won't be in vain. Yeah, that just disgusts me.
A valuable conversation. I do hope you enjoy the party.
But with this scene, I do like just how, like, it really does show why, like, Luis is just such a great character. It's just that, like, he can casually admit to letting Stroll's village burn and letting all those people die. And he knows he's not going to lose any support in this room for doing that.
Stroll.
Humblest apologies. He's a young heart and hasn't yet learned to temper his words.
Heisme has just been the master of smoothing over the social situations here.
No worries. Truth told, I'd take him over the sycophants.
That's actually a good point too. Sometimes people within your political corner are better when they can actually debate your points and not just blindly agree with everything you say.
That brat's nowhere to be seen. Where'd he slip off to?
Oh no, our plan has been compromised by the simple fact that this one guy is pathetic enough to have a grudge against us and notice that we're gone.
He couldn't have. Let's go have a look around, Hector.
Well, that's concerning. Fortunately, the fact that I've seen that means that I can prepare Will in advance for what's coming.
What?
Yes, that is the power of the Great Seeker. Wait, we're airborne? Well, that's not good. Something weird's going on here.
Oh no, oh no.
I love that voice clip. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I guess that is our only destination for now. Oh, speaking of things I find kind of funny in a sort of dark way, one of them is coming up right now. Yeah, so you can get a preview of this deck in the Karatrias dungeon Infiltration itself.
What was that? The floor suddenly tilted.
And now we suddenly tilted.
What's going on? That soldier from earlier was freaking out about some effect from a magla crystal. Maybe this is it.
Oh, now she's the one who got knocked away. That's the downside of having wings. You're more susceptible to wind. Oh, wait, no, we are too. We should have equipped our resist wind archetype. We couldn't null wind, though, because getting elemental nulls is actually quite difficult in this game until very late. I mean, that's not the thing that I should be worried about right now, but still. We are the luckiest people alive if we were able to just latch onto this wing instead of just being blown to our death.
That helped a lot.
That helped a lot. Yes, it certainly did, but also... yeah. This isn't going according to plan. Now we're about to fall and die.
What do we do? Huh?
We have the sword board! It is time to show our ultimate extreme gear skills. Yeah, that whole joke about at least we die together, that's not a joke anymore. So we have to jump across the glowing sections. Don't scroll through this text without, you know, reading it, because that's important. Please don't kill us. So yeah, I'm extremely sorry about what I'm about to do. Use the movement keys to control the protagonist. You'll automatically jump between scaffolds. So if you jump where there isn't a scaffold, you'll fall. So, you might think there's some lenience, but...
No. This isn't happening.
Do not fall.
I'm sorry, that is just so hilariously abrupt, I had to show it at least once.
Okay.
In my first playthrough, I didn't actually quite figure this out, so I did actually die numerous times here, but you basically need to line yourself up with the light part, with the parts that have light on them. Like here, we need to make a sharp turn, and another sharp turn here, and then one more turn here.
Wait.
Okay, and we're in round 2. So yeah, the light part is down here. So yeah, this does look really cool. Please, Crossworlds get another batch of DLC and make the Karatrias a track. That'd be so cool. Well, I mean, we did die once, but that was on purpose.
And yet...
And yeah, here we are. We are in Luis's private quarters.
Let's hurry.
Like it has its own music too.
Okay?
So, here we are. Look at that pretentious painting he had commissioned of his own giant gauntlet runner.
Incredible.
A map, huh?
Check this out.
Yeah, there's a giant X marker on a big island on the way from Brawlhaven to Alderberry. Given that Luis has marked that location, that can't be anything good. So he has a lot of difficult-looking books. So he's studied a lot of magic, but so far nothing. Huh, that looks a little conspicuous. We're not allowed to examine that for now.
Look.
Yeah. Oh yes, this guy might have an even bigger ego than Kaiba, and that's saying something. Oh, another magic book. We have one of those classic mystery tropes of a secret passage hidden by a book switch. It's gonna make a lot of noise if we break that down, but yeah, now we're finally able to notice that this looks familiar.
Look! That's the same novel that you have! But why would Luis? It's a forbidden text. So there shouldn't even be many copies left.
And why would he be interested in a book about Utopia?
That's impossible.
Because the Utopia described in this book definitely doesn't resemble the one he's trying to make.
Do you think Luis is actually reading this? If so, it doesn't seem like he's really getting its message.
I'm so sorry, but... this is just modern day media literacy in a nutshell.
Wait, in there! There's a hidden box.
Like, to be fair, the book is implied to be pretty bad, so, like, not getting the message is not exactly the worst thing in the world, but still.
Yes, magic formulas! Which one has the prince's curse? Oh, forget it! We'll just take the whole box!
What are you doing here?
Yeah, remember when I said that only the named characters were not at the party, and that was a problem for us? This is one of the reasons why.
I was asked to run an errand.
I was asked to go into Luis's private quarters and ransack it for some reason, because he wants his room to look messy so that when he cleans it, he'll feel good about himself, I guess.
By who? And what would you be fetching from here?
Hey, didn't you just come out of the storage room? What were you doing in there?
You're that fairy from before. Count Luis gave me permission to come and go as I please in his private quarters.
So, important correction from earlier in the playthrough. Juna's accent is actually not Irish. Her voice actress is from London. This info comes from Verde the Star Warrior on YouTube, by the way. Thank you for leaving this comment. She was going for a West Country accent, which encompasses areas like Cornwall, Somerset, and Bristol.
Hey, didn't I hear you had a sore throat or something? They said you lost your voice, but you sound fine to me. I get it now. You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you? Wow, you're a real repeat offender.
I'm really losing my touch. So, remember how I said I'd keep my eyes on you? Well, I have to say, I like what I see.
Espionne Rouge vibes here.
Hey, get away from him!
I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep quiet about you too, now that we're accomplices.
What exactly are you plotting?
I'm sure you'll come to see it's mutually beneficial.
Ah, yes, mutually beneficial in air quotes.
So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink in once you've got the brief. Pretty sharp.
Hey, I'm not just a little cohort. I have a proper name, and it's Gallica.
Gallica? Your name is Gallica? Wait, does this mean... So you're here for...
Someone's coming!
Well, well. The occupant's absent, but the door's locked. I see why the guards are in a panic.
There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? The runtime might have figured for a rat, but even Milord's favorite little songbird? What a scandal! And when he hears it from me, maybe I'll finally get some recognition around here.
And that's why we have to not get caught to ensure Glodell remains a loser.
Everything's falling apart! What do we do?
I think he's gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. Thank goodness he's as stupid as he looks. I'll take care of this. Just listen close and act fast. The box you found contains the formula to the curse.
How do you know about the curse?
I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right? Take what's inside and leave.
Who are you? What are you?
Let's survive now. Talk later, shall we?
She told us to run, but we can't just leave her. I say we go after her.
She's started to get a whole lot more interesting.
Your attention, everyone. Assembled comrades, let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. The tournament for the throne. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce, It is a transparent conceit of the Sanctus Church orchestrated to win Forden the throne.
I mean, that part is true.
For all who bristle at their hubris, and indeed for the sake of the public, this hollow pageantry must be put to rights, once and for all. And it shall be done by my hand. I hereby announce my formal entry into the competition.
Holding off until now to announce that. Clearly had a plan for this in mind.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
Why would I care for his permission? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust, not whoever indulged the church's sideshow. I will enter at my leisure.
Plus, he's already second on the rock, and there's nothing the church can do about that.
Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is, and lose the nation's faith. Then all will know he was never the one in control.
Ah, so that's your gambit.
For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall bring their own dogma down on their heads.
We got one sanctoress strung up. Now let's send Forden to the gallows.
He's entering the competition?
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it. He's just been biding his time all along.
Luis.
Unfortunately, I am told we have a rat in our midst, sniffing for morsels at our esteemed colleagues' heels.
How did word get to him that fast?
Wretched rat, if you stand among us tonight, you may tell your master this. I will neither run nor hide. If you think you can stop the rule of power, then come and try.
Luis will be king! Hail King Luis!
Go and see who is absent from the soiree.
On it.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the gauntlet runner. We've got no choice but to chase and stop them.
Oi, new bloke. Didn't hear you shouting Count Luis's name loud enough. Come now, let's hear you cheer with your gut, eh?
Out of the way. I'm busy.
At this rate...
Hey, Dell! Look! The Karatrias is airborne! What? Why? You heard anything about a takeoff today?
With its owner out? Impossible. The rat's behind this. Do you know what's been on my mind? I want to know who took out Zorba. Wouldn't catch me dead sharing drinks with him, but he weren't some half-wit. If it was the Cathedral Guards, they had help.
Think the rat nipped him too?
I like how they're, like, playing on this, because, yeah, nobody really but us knows that we took out Zorba.
Lord Luis has plenty of new friends I'm in about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever. And me, I'd start with those stooges who cast all their magic without igniters.
Whoa, Dell, eyes up! It's coming down!
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blinks, the orders to kill on sight.
Whoa, Dell!
This is no good. Hurry!
So, this is about the part where you should prepare on Will. The fight that's coming up is weak to light and wind. I think I'm just going to go with my strongest archetype. So, if you have a very strong thief build on Will, or assassin primarily, you can actually pull off a very interesting combo in this fight that's coming up. Unfortunately, I don't have assassin unlocked on Will for this. But yeah,
We don't have to...
basically Gallagher is telling you there will be a boss fight coming up. Unfortunately, there's no save point in here. You'll have to skip through all those cutscenes if you want to redo your preparations. But they gave you plenty of time for the soiree.
Was that?
After all, it definitely seemed like Juna was on our side.
No.
I told you to run. You're too soft.
I mean, if we'd done that, you probably would have died.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick you through that precious throat of yours. You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap nicely after all. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Must be quite a story behind this. But more importantly, time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud. And now look who's the traitor. Oh, I'm going to make this hurt. Hector, come.
Hector? Wait, that's your dog? You mean he transformed at your command?
That animal's been corrupted by melancholia, and still you tamed it. Glodell, why did you hide such an amazing talent? Isn't taking hostages a bit beneath you?
What? Don't you dare patronize me! You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Basant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you! How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces. I should be the man being served and worshipped. Me! No one else! And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included.
You know, this reminds me, I saw like a post on Tumblr a while back that was saying like, when somebody is better at you at the one thing you're good at. And I realized that that's such a common villain motivation in fiction.
There's been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day, the world will know me as its rightful ruler.
Oh my, you're pathetic.
Yeah, I agree, but like, I almost feel kind of bad for him at this point. Like, he's clearly just doing all this out of a desperation to actually be appreciated for something. Of course, there were way better ways he could have gone about it than what he's doing.
I told you to shut your damn mouth! Go, Hector! Don't move. That goes for you too, fairy. Unless you'd rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do? Right now, all we can do is make it through this. If we're not careful about this, Juna might...
Spectacular! A fitting end for a pack of rats. Get them, Hector!
No. Isn't there anything we can do?
You like that? Who's your king now? I am!
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
A duel? Have it your way. Come then, we'll do this right. I am Glodell, and you will kneel before me as your king. So, who are you to me?
I am the one who would save this country!
Well, that worked better than I expected.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure your suffering is long and painful. But see reason. Juna, if you take my side, I might be persuaded to spare you. Am I not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that bastard Luis could ever be!
Over my dead body! I am Juani's sickness. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
What? It worked?
Well, you're not invincible.
Damn you! What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start. You and your friends. You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I'd written them off as a myth. Not even my sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well, O lodestar who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hath borne the weight of parting from the start. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
Look at me! What you see now is my commitment to my song! Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart!
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer!
Never underestimate a singer! Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life. Whereas all you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn! I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for.
Remember when I said the main benefit of Magic Build Will was you don't get a magic party member for a really long time? Well, they're here now. Juna is by far the most specialized party member we've got so far. You can't run any archetype you want on her. She is all about magic. She has the best magic stat in the game, very good agility and luck, the second best MP stat, yeah, Gria still beats her in that, and some of the worst strength and endurance out there. In fact, her strength is so bad that it will be in single digits for the vast majority of your playtime. And while this does cut off essentially every physical archetype as an option for her, her starting archetype more than makes up for it in versatility, but I'll cover that in a moment. One thing to note about it, however, is that Masked Dancer is technically a second-tier archetype, so Juna getting it for free without needing to study the prerequisites is a big advantage she has. And Masked Dancer is a great thing to have for free because it has stellar support abilities. And this is where I feel Juna's main weakness lies, and it's an unconventional one. So, Juna is the best in the party by far at magical offense. Here's the problem though. She's the only easy access to Masked Dancer you have. She's also the only access you have to the ultimate Masked Dancer, period. She also requires investing in Faker to get to the ultimate Masked Dancer, an archetype that's more about support than attacking. So, while Juna is a fantastic offensive mage on paper, her support abilities are so phenomenally good that in the late game it almost feels like a waste to have her attack. And with a magic stat that high, that is a shame. That's not to say you can't go offensive mage with her if you want to. I just want to stress, her exclusive support abilities really are that good. Welcome to the team, Songstress.
Do it! Chew them up! Tear them limb from bloody limb!
I see. So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Go at it, really, especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your strength, too.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. You know about this power?
Not much. It's been a while. Now, I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in full.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hands. A duel, then. You can die together.
So, it is implied that we go to this guy into a duel, and that means he can't be protected by the royal magic. Rella did say that. We didn't actually know about this though, so that was a lucky coincidence. Along with its own skills, the Masked Dancer archetype can equip different masks to use additional skills. The Seeker's Mask is currently equipped. To obtain new masks, to use its special experiments in academia. And I think that's a good time to talk about how this archetype works.
Masked Dancer!
When I first heard about the Masked Dancer archetype, I was confused. In a game where any character can be any class, and a skill inheritance system exists, what's the point of a class that mimics the abilities of other classes? But as I played, I realized there's a lot more value to this than you might think. So here's the gimmick of Masked Dancer. It does have its own natural set of skills that I'll cover in a moment, but it can equip masks that not only change its resistances to those of other archetypes, but also gives it 3 of that archetype's skills. Now again, why would you want this when you could just give that archetype to the character and learn those skills normally? Well, here's the thing. Not only do you save mag on not needing to inherit the archetype and skills, but you also get a greatest hits of that archetype's skills from the mask without needing to level up that archetype. And that is the real advantage, especially since some of the skills these masks come with are rank 20. The convenience of immediate access to those skills cannot be underestimated. The downside, though, is you give up your accessory slot, and later in the game, you might want to use this for Utilitarian's Manual, especially as Masked Dancer has some very good synthesis. Its hero passive is effectively a better version of the mage one. Here's the issue, though. Juna gets Masked Dancer for free. Everyone else needs to level up Mage and Thief to gain access to it. If you've been going with those specific archetypes on Will, you might be able to get Masked Dancer onto him, but I don't find it happens in most of my playthroughs. It's very likely Juna will be your only Masked Dancer, but sometimes she's the only one you need. For its default skills, regardless of mask, it starts with Infernal Vortex. The main asset to this is its very high chance of burn, which effectively increases damage dealt to the enemy by 30%. And this is increased even more via Art of the Dance, a passive that boosts the odds of inflicting ailments, though it does not apply to instant death and ailments from items. This is relevant when we cover synthesis. Then we get the passive Masked Revelry that gives MP recovery every turn, and even more if you have more archetypes of the Masked Dancer lineage, which, like I said, is unlikely. And then when maxed out, you get Crimson Flame, which is a fire attack to all enemies with no chance of burn, so I kinda prefer Infernal Vortex. Masked Dancer is only required for its upgraded form, and for Juna's ultimate archetype, obviously. With Synthesis, we see Masked Dancer's other gimmick, inflicting elemental weaknesses on enemies. Even though this requires multiple other party members to pull off, it hits every enemy on the field with a weakness, and that can set up some nice sweeping combos with area magic damage, though that mostly comes via the next party member we get. But I'll just say they make for a good team with Juna. We also get Dance Macabre, which has a slightly above 50% chance of instant kill to all enemies, but note this does not benefit from Art of Dance. Now there's one more aspect of Masked Dancer for Synthesis that I need to cover, and that's that it's one of the archetypes that enables Peerless Stone Cleaver for warriors. And when we get the upgraded form of Masked Dancer, that's going to get even better. So, there are a lot of reasons to run a Masked Dancer in the party. It is far from a discount version of other archetypes.
Fine. He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get one. Let's give him hell! A bit much, actually.
Let's give him hell. A bit much, actually. So, we have Hector and Glodell here.
Looks like we can't
Glodell himself, fitting for the slimy bastard he is weak to light, while Hector is weak to wind. Now, you don't actually have to defeat Hector to end this fight, only Glodell, and I'm gonna be nice to the dog, so let's just go for Glodell. So, Infernal Vortex and Art of Dance, yeah, I've already covered those. Those come from Masked Dancer itself, but these three is just borrowing from Seeker, thanks to the Seeker's Mask. So, we can use this to get a press turn off of Hector.
Let's stay calm.
And let's go for a hammer on Glodell himself. I've got Sniper here. I actually have Auto Tarakaja on Will right now, thanks to him automatically equipping that accessory. But yeah, let's go ahead and Inferno Vortex Glodell, because he kind of deserves it at this point. Aha, well, death to all traitors, huh? Well, you're a traitor to this kingdom, so I guess that also applies to you.
With me now, Hector!
So Glodell mostly spends his turns buffing and supporting Hector. It's also kind of funny because, like, while you're in that scripted segment of this fight, Sniper's slash weakness isn't counted as being hit by Hector. But yeah, let's go for, again, I want to be nice to Hector. I don't want to damage Hector too much. Because, like I said, Hector doesn't deserve a master like this guy. So hopefully after we've dealt with Glodell, Hector can get a better one. But yeah, for now, it's actually not necessarily a bad idea to have a healing archetype on Will for this fight, because otherwise your only healing is via items, but he's getting down to nearly half. I guess I can afford to go for a myriad shots here. Okay, he's below half now. She's just bonking us. Yeah, nice dodge there. Thanks to the agility buff from Sniper. Mostly just doing this for the press turn economy. Again, I'm sorry, Hector. I'm not going to defeat Hector. I want to just go fully on Glodell. Let's see how much Cyclo does to him. They're pretty similar to the fire attack, but let's just go for some more hammer for the weakness. I am going to lose my buff soon, but one more turn, then should be over. And yeah, he's using all of his buffs on the dog. Just kind of neglecting the fact that we don't even have to beat the dog to win. So... it's kind of roughly the same difference anyway, but I'm going to go for the extra press turn here. So yeah, this won't be doing as much damage as we did before, but with one more Inferno Vortex combined with another hit from Will... No, she did it!
Help me!
So yes, farewell, Hector.
Okay.
Hopefully you have a better life now that we have dealt with your master.
I feel stronger.
Oh no, I get 20 agility by going one more. Oh, I have more points. Okay, let's go for strength then.
I give. Please. I'll not say a word about you sneaking in. Just spare my life, I beg you.
The advantage of a pathetic loser like you is that we can definitely take you at your word for that.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
Or, well, I mean, doing so would admit that he lost to us in front of Luis, which might just get Luis to kill him anyway.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
True, that's a very pragmatic way of looking at it, but it is true.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book! Why? What's happening? No. I'm the future king. I can't.
I can't breathe. Why?
Is he dead? So the magic protected us. But why now?
Since he lost that fight, our duel was technically over. The royal magic was back in play, but if it was in play for us, that would imply...
What the hell?
Oh, okay, well, we've got a lot of explaining to do anyway. He attacked us and literally just died.
You lot kill him.
Technically speaking, we didn't do it. Like, that, yeah, it just happened.
No! He's the one who attacked us! And then the king's magic did all that to him!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Oh, Juna, make a very important persuasion check here.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Cause yeah, I get the sense Juna was the one responsible for the takeoff. Yeah, all of that weird stuff going on the night of the soiree. Turned out there were actually 2 moles in Luis's camp. We just didn't realize that Juna was on our side this whole time and she had her own plan.
Oh, well, you know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
That's a more plausible lie than claiming Glodell did it, because let's be honest, he's too dumb to pull off a plan like that.
You having a laugh?
Anyway, then Glodell went from crass to violent. That's when he stepped in to help, right?
I mean, that whole statement is technically all true.
Yes, that was a close one.
Totally. Close call.
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry. Sounds like you've had a right awful evening.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's a lot of ground to cover, isn't it?
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Ah, the power of Juna simping.
Suppose that means the rat was Glodell. Lord Louis said we got a traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so? Well, hadn't you better report back? Shall we make what we can of this party together?
Your throat all better then, Lady Juna?
Yes, much better. He gave me such a thorough examination after all. He took good care of my throat, my tongue, my lips.
You...
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get out of here.
Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
So, is he onto us, or does he just think we made out with Juna and he's all like, God, I wish that were me? Either way, we're on his hit list.